Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the Yuebo self-inflating air mattress. Alright, so I got it out of its little stuff sack here. It's a pretty heavy unit. Again, I wouldn't be using this for, I probably wouldn't be using this for backpacking. But for my application I'm going to show you later, which is in my vehicle, it's absolutely perfect. And it's really comfortable. And a little bit of a thicker, heavier material. So if it bumps up against something in my vehicle, on the floor or something, I'm not going to worry about losing it or it popping. It does come with patches. There are the yellow things in there are patches. I would suggest to the company, the only thing that they do, if they ever watch this, is that the instructions for patching it are not written in Chinese. Or at least write them in English. The only reason I knew these were patches is because you can feel they're peelable. And the top part is in Chinese, and the bottom is in clean, repair, area thoroughly, press, patch firmly over puncture. So it gives about 4 hours before you can inflate it. So at least I knew these were patches. So they'll stick with it. They're handy to have. Inflated, it's 72 inches by 19 inches wide. The height, fully inflated, is about 3.5 inches. And the weight is 4.2 pounds. Definitely portable. I'd use it for, like I said, car emergencies. If I get stuck in my car, and I'll show you how I set that up later. I would use it for car camping, if I was going camping somewhere. It's a really thick, comfortable mattress. I have tried it before, and it's really thick and comfortable. It's easy to inflate and deflate. We'll show you that in a second. It's got what they call a foot pump. I find it works better with two hands. There's like a little spot there, and you pull all the hole, and you'll push and push and push. You can do it with your foot, but it's easier with two hands. I think you get more oomph into it. So compact, it's 15 inches, 15.7. By the length is 5.9, the width is 5.11. So I mean, it's not by any means a small package, but you're giving up a little bit of weight and a little bit of that for comfort. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get it on the ground. I'm going to show you how to roll it out, and I'm going to show you how to pump it up, not roll it out, because rolling it out is pretty simple. And I'll show you how I set it up in my vehicle. All right, I got it out down by the car. Chances are, if I was in a bad weather situation, I'd be doing it in the car. But this is fairly simple enough to do anywhere. So I'm going to show you how it inflates. What you're going to do is take both hands here and push. And you're going to push down, you're going to let up. So the air sucks in. And it will take, they say, about 3 minutes. You can see it already starting to fill up with air in here. So I'm going to keep doing that, fill it up, and we'll see what it looks like inside my vehicle once I set that up. So currently, this is what the back of my truck looks like. It is a Chevy Suburban, and I don't have the third row of seats in. Actually, the day I bought the car, I took them out and put them in my storage in the back room. I've never really had a use for them because I really don't carry that many passengers. So those seats that you see up there fold down. What you see there is a box. About, 2 years ago I did a video on it. I've changed some things around, and of course I've rotated it a bunch of times since then. Next to it is a can that looks like a gas can. Excuse me, that gas can has never had gas in it. I keep water in it. I couldn't find one that wouldn't leak. So I broke down, bought a new gas can, and I rotate that about every 6 months. Eventually I'll get a proper water can in there. I know everybody's going to comment on that, so that's why that's there. And on the end is the big ammo can there, and that has tools, a small compressor for my tires, some run flat stuff, some fix a flat stuff, and pretty much everything else I could need in there, as well as extra lights for my tail lights and my headlamps in case they go out. So pretty well prepared as far as that goes. But we're going to set it up how I would set it up if I had to sleep in the vehicle with this pad, and I'll show you what it looks like after that. Alright, so I got it all set up in here. That front seat has never folded flat down. I don't believe it does. But as you can tell, there's more than enough room there. And this little guy here is one of those Ozark Trail sleeping bag liners. It actually does zip up like a sleeping bag. That's actually pretty warm. Given that I'm in the Nevada desert and we get, snow maybe twice a year. But we do get it up in the mountains, and this is really my main concern for having something like this. If I go to Vegas and I'm coming over that mountain back into Vegas and there's a snowstorm, we get stuck up there. I mean, they've been known to stop traffic in the middle of a snowstorm. I can pull off on the side of the road. All my supplies are over there. If I want, I can set up my portable ham radio stuff with my solar panel and antenna, communicate with anybody, sit here, sleep, camp out, and I'm doing pretty good. Not to mention, if I'm out doing, even shooting a video or something, or hanging out with people overnight, and I just want to spend the night at a campsite, I can do it without much fuss. It's real simple to blow this up, as I showed you. Really nice and comfortable. And that's why I chose a little bit of a heavier fabric, kind of a thicker one of these. I could have gone with one of the surplus military sleeping pads, or, one of the more expensive ones. But let me tell you something. If you notice, I don't know if you can really see it in the video. Maybe I'm going to move the camera in there. Where the red gas can is there. See those little bumps underneath? And underneath this, we'll put this back down. Underneath here, there's all sorts of these little hooks and those little pieces there. It's really uncomfortable to sleep on. So that's kind of why I decided to go with a sleeping pad in here. I could do it, but my back wouldn't be very happy. And when this folds up, although it's not light enough for, say, backpacking, it's definitely easy to pack away in the vehicle and wouldn't be much of a problem. And I like this kind of setup because I got my little table over here. I can even prepare food there if I have to, an MRE or something with one of those little flameless heaters. Got little pockets on my car over there. So I'm pretty well set up in this situation here, and it's pretty comfortable. I do like this. I have tried it out on my floor here in the garage. It's really comfortable. When it's pumped up nice and firm, it feels just like being on a regular bed. So anyway, we're going to take it down, tear it apart, and I'll show you how it comes apart and rolls back together. To deflate it, pretty simple. You got this little guy on the end here. You're just going to open that, and I'll let it run for a little bit. And as you can tell by the crease, I don't know if you can see it. Let's move here. There's a little crease in the middle. You can see where to fold it in half. You'll fold it in half and roll it back this way to where the pump is, so you always have the pump as the first thing in front there. So I'm going to let this air out. I'm going to flip it over, and I'll show you what it looks like rolled up. And actually, I misspoke in the previous video. You want this area where you're going to pump it with your hands, and you pump this up fairly simple. You just sit here and pump like that. You want that area rolled up first, so it comes out last, because you want your vent down there at the end to be able to do that. Alright, so that's where it's going to live. It's packed in there now. Not too small, but not huge either. Easily enough, easily packable. So that's where he's going to go, and he'll be ready in my vehicle in case I ever get stuck on the side of the road, and I got to sleep in it, or doing ham radio stuff, get stuck somewhere where I'm working a 24-hour shift. I can take a nap. Anyway, that's it. That's the sleeping pad. I'm going to leave a link in the section down below there, so you can see it and purchase one if you like it. And I thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.